We gonna start off right away. Look, this is why they say the mind is a powerful thing. Living in your mind versus reality. Like, and I've been knew this stuff, but like just to think about it, it lets you know how lost people are, how simple it could be. So like, perfect example. When you live in reality, you don't stress. You not depressed. And I'm not saying it don't happen in a moment, but if it ain't nothing actually happening to you in the real world, it ain't no reason to stress. See what I'm saying? Some people say, I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I got anxiety, and nothing is happening to you though. And so even when they talk about trauma, you feel how they feel, but even trauma, you know, how do you live and learn, move forward without, allowing the same thing to hinder whatever you're doing, to stop you or slow you down or change how you live your life, change the things that you normally do or like to do or want to do. What up? And that's what a lot of people don't realize. So when I hear people talking about, I'm stressed, I'm depressed, but what actually happened? What's happening to you right now? Nothing. So what does it mean when you can be stressed for 10 years? You can be depressed for 10 years. But I get it though, like, they don't tell people like what's happening is bad things keep happening. But nothing is actually going, like right now, for example, nothing is happening to me. I'm okay right now. If I was stressed, that means I'm living in my mind instead of reality. If I'm depressed or if I'm hurt or sad or whatever, I'm living in my mind, because you got to think about some shit in order to feel something. You see what I'm saying? That's why the real world is much better to live there. Like, it's much better to live in the real world because you're not thinking about shit that don't matter. Especially people get cheated on. They be sitting in the house for months and they gain weight and shit like that. That happened one time only. See what I'm saying? Some people hold on to that shit. They don't know how to let it go. And that's why they say the mind is a powerful thing, because people live in their mind, but they have to. That's the only way the government can brainwash us. How do you not care about the world around you or how your life is going? You live in your mind where you say, well, this is what God wanted, and this is how it's supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what a man does and a woman does. They do a good job on people, man. They fucked us up. And then they created this thing called therapy where you can pay to get the knowledge back of how to feel better about yourself. They're fucking crazy. And they don't even get, and I always say, man, look, whether they take God from you or whether they take medicine, whether they take the food or the knowledge, what they give you back is bullshit, and they make you pay for the bullshit on top of that, which is why the world is so fucked up. So you go to therapy, you pay the therapist, and you're not even getting the information that you should have for free, which is fucking crazy. You mean I gotta pay for the information so I don't do something crazy to the world? Therapy should be free, or at least the information. You should be able to go online and have an AI therapist, right? But they don't got that. You gotta pay for that shit. Because the motherfuckers gotta be dumb enough to go to school to learn how to be a therapist. Who's gatekeeping this information and why they put a price on it? And are we getting back the right thing? You can't trust somebody who trying to sell you some shit that's supposed to be yours anyways. Imagine somebody come steal your shoes and sell them back to you. Everything that we paying for, God gave it to all life on earth. And the humans are the only ones dumb enough to pay for it. But you can, if you'll take something from somebody and make them work to pay for it, some people barely can do that. They live in check to check. But you charging them and the prices keep going up, the God don't charge. Well, let's acknowledge who God really is then. Let's stop acting like it's the government. I mean, let's stop acting like it's Jesus. It's not. They wanted y'all to believe that God was Jesus, which is why they made it look like a human. Come on, man. God is not a fucking human, but people think that because humans think they control the world. So of course they made it a man because they want a man to be in charge of everything else, but then they gave it a color because they want that color to be in charge of everything else. But that's not how it works. Whatever God that looked like a human that they drawn in these books, come on, man, this shit ain't rocket science. It's talking about some Jesus. They keep showing pictures of this fool like that's real. They ain't know that shit ain't real. The fact that people think that God is a white man is the craziest shit in the world to me. But the thing is, it's not a black man either. It's not even a man or a woman. When you see all these different species out here, that let you know that God is a spirit. It's not a fucking gender or a race. But whenever you try to give it a race or gender, that race or gender gonna always feel like it's better than everybody else, no matter what, even if they act like they humble about it. Fuck out of here. You show me a picture of God talking about it's Jesus, a white man. The fuck out of here. If we was being realistic based off of the history of those people, they don't got nothing to do with that shit. Let's be real. The fuck? They wouldn't be the worst type of people on this fucking earth if they actually knew God for real. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm talking about the history of the fucking races. They represented they race in the worst way by doing the worst shit. And then the worst part is they, not even the worst part, but the thing is they wrote this shit down in the books. So it's not like people just making stuff up. We go to school and study this shit. So we know the truth already, but this is why they're trying to change history now. They don't want to teach certain shit because now people are starting to be too woke. They got a problem with the woke people. Imagine that though, all of the racist people, they just so brainwashed and delusional. They think it's a problem with being woke. Opposed to what, motherfucker? Right now, having this conversation, it couldn't happen if I wasn't woke. And I'm not talking about like woke, how motherfuckers be saying it. I'm talking about like, I'm actually, look at my eyes, up, motherfucker. I'm conscious. That's what woke is. That's why they used to call the rap conscious music. But what, opposed to what though? See what I'm saying? Damn, he real conscious, you real woke. Opposed to what, motherfucker? You mean deep down we know we brainwashed, we know we sleep, we know we sheep, and we still act confused and we, oh, I don't like that, I wonder why this life bogus. Everybody ain't gonna make it though. But then they got us glorifying the people and worshiping the people who do make it. Because people think they like some magicians or something. Damn, you got a lot of money. You got a lot of fame. A lot of people know you. Like, come on, man. Shit is so stupid. It's the dumbest shit in the world, man. And that's why, for me, I can still make music, even though I haven't made it big yet. I haven't made it famous yet, but it's because I love doing music. But now I'm at the phase where it's like, I'm not trying to be famous no more. I'm trying to make money, which requires fame. So you got to put money in to get money out. So I got to market myself, which is what I'm gonna do. This week, I'm doing a music video. Just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, as far as living in your mind versus reality, man, they sell people natural intelligence. They take it away though, and they don't even have the real shit. So we going to school for 18 years. If you go to school for 18 fucking years, it ain't no way you shouldn't be a billionaire. You see what I'm saying? Because what the fuck are you doing for 18 years? From head start to fucking college damn near. And you don't, and what do we learn? Every day of your life, all day, what did you learn? What are you using? Still, right now. Shit is so fucking pathetic. Education is a fucking waste of time. It's the waste of time, man. And it's not worth your life. Y'all know what's happening. The teachers sleeping with the kids. And if that's not the case, they shooting them motherfuckers up. So you're not spending time with your kids. They getting touched on by the teachers. They getting shot up. And they not even learning shit. They wasting their fucking life. School is only for people who need college to get whatever job they want. So doctors and lawyers, where they make it mandatory, or athletes, if you're not trying to be those things, don't waste your time, for real. But unfortunately, it's mandatory to show up to the brainwashing facilities because they will give you a ticket. I was just watching this video, and they was like, you have to bring your kids. You got to show up. Otherwise, they're going to come looking for your ass. And then that's a fact, though. They call it truancy. They think you neglecting your child. How they deserve a proper education. Yeah, they don't tell you what that shit really mean, though. What is education? Right? God gave us all the knowledge we need to have. How come the animals don't need to be educated? And they can do way more intelligent shit than us. Because education and Bible study and shit like that, that's indoctrination. That's how you enslave motherfuckers. That's how you program the robot. People want to talk about AI all the time. We fucking AI, and they make it. Literally. That shit is crazy as hell. Everything we think and believe. And so when you start talking like me and thinking like me, the world gonna be against you. People gonna think you crazy. One of the biggest challenges people like me have, is, especially me, because I be talking about Jesus a lot, because it's the #1 control of the religion. It's the #1 reason why the world is fucked up. Because whoever believe in that bullshit, they was willing to do the worst shit to take the world over. But that's why they in places they shouldn't belong. They in places where where people don't even look like fake Jesus. And why is that? Because you went over there fucking with those people, and now they believe in it because they afraid. People afraid deep down. That's why they say fear God. You motherfuckers scared. You don't really value, worship, and respect God, which is also why the same people who fear God are racist and religious. Just brainwashed all over the fucking place. They got videos of Asians, don't even speak English, but they believe in fake Jesus. Crazy as hell. Yeah, that's because they went over there and colonized some shit. That's all it is. Try to fuck people up, then offer them aid. Well, you have to accept our Jesus and our beliefs and our language and all that shit. The fucking language is it? The name is in the language. I mean, in the word English, England. Come on, man. That's the fucking same place. That's where the shit come from. So anybody who speak English, England took that shit over. Especially when you start thinking about islands and continents where Europeans don't fucking normally supposed to be. Let's be real. And so I seen a post this yesterday. That shit pissed me off. This black dude said, if you don't go to church, if you ain't the church type of black people, I don't consider you real black people. Like, cause y'all think God is white, motherfucker? Well, I guess I ain't black then, cause I never believe in fake Jesus again. I did that shit my whole life. I'd never do it again. Black people complaining about reparations and slavery and racism. You can't go nowhere without these motherfuckers harassing and profiling you, but y'all think God is them, huh? That's the fucking dumbest shit. You think God is a white man, but you complaining about racism every fucking time you look up. Black lives matter, but they don't believe that though. But if God showed up, y'all think that, oh, come on, man. If Jesus was real, thank God it's not, and it showed up, y'all would just think it's another white man trying to act like they God, because that's what they do. That's all it is. That's why I be saying I wish it was real, just so I can prove that, just to see the reaction of black people when a motherfucker showed up. Because what they don't understand is also when you put somebody on a cross, that's execution, that's capital punishment. And so the fact that people don't even realize the government is what sentenced fake Jesus to death in the story, because it's not real, right? The government is who sentenced people to capital punishment. I sentence you to death. They used to put people on the crosses. Now they do different shit. They went from crosses to whatever, and they had electric chairs. They had the guillotine and shit like that. But that's what the government do. The Romans specifically. Romans killed fake Jesus in the Bible. And we all know the Romans took over the world too. They never lost their control of the world. They just transformed it. That's why capital punishment still exists. That's the idea of Romans. Warmongers, what you call them, the motherfuckers, all they know is war. They don't have no culture for real. And that's pretty much what America is. That's pretty much what a lot of these countries are. All they know is how to take shit over. They don't know how to build and whatever. And I'm talking about, like, I'm not saying they don't know how to build. I'm saying that's not their intentions and their mentality. They rather take shit over and steal from people, which is why they still stealing from Africa. They stealing from all of these poor countries and third world countries. They stealing from people in this country, having us work and pay for stuff that God don't charge us for. Time, which is not real, they stealing it. They stealing our fucking energy. I wouldn't even say time is real. This is energy. Like, how much energy are we going, like, you know, you wake up with all the energy in the world, and it's like your energy clock run out till you got to go to sleep again. And what's happening is they just stealing your energy. You know, this is still year one, because time is not real. And this same earth we walking on was the same earth that the first people ever walked on, the same ground. It hasn't been another day. The sun is just going up and going down. See what I'm saying? We only got the schedule. Only humans go by schedules. The animals just know the sun is up and the sun is down. It ain't year 2024. That shit ain't real. We only do that so we can keep control of stuff, to let us know where to be, what time to be there. You can write down and document the fact that you was there. You know, shit like that. And it was really for the kings at first, because the slaves weren't doing nothing but working. The kings, hey, here you got an appointment, be here, be there. That's what the schedule for. That's what time was for. But then it's like, after slavery is transformed, you got all these citizens around the world. They think that they free. We think we free. We slaves. What? I'm driving from work right now. Gotta work to live. You ain't no fuck. You're not fucking free. If you free, then you'll be like the animals. You don't have to pay to live because the food is out here and God ain't charging for it. But they set it up to where you can't just say, fuck this job, I'm gonna go find nature, find food. If you try to build your garden without going to them, illegal. You try to filter rainwater, illegal. Any of the things that you need to survive, if you don't go through the government, illegal. We already know legal and illegal don't mean shit. All that is humans picking and choosing what they think is right and wrong. That's why slavery was legal at one point. We don't value what legal and illegal is. That shit don't mean nothing. You gotta understand that shit. Religion is the most fucked up shit in the world. And the reason they keep people trapped is because they tell people, you gotta put it first. Otherwise, you're gonna go to hell. You already in hell, motherfucker. Turn on the news. Read the history books, motherfucker. You already in hell. But I can prove it in so many different ways. Let me explain something. They say when you die, your soul will rise. We on earth, right? They say when you die, your soul will rise. You're gonna meet God, and that's when you're gonna determine if you're gonna go back to hell or you're gonna go to hell or heaven. So if we on earth, right, and our soul rises, I would assume if heaven was real, we would stay up there, right? If we go to heaven. But if God was to send us to hell, and this is where we come from, wouldn't we be going right back to earth? Really think about it. They say when you die, your soul will rise and you're going to meet God and find out if you're going to heaven or hell. So if God say you're going to heaven, you going to stay up there, right? But if you're going to hell, wouldn't you be just coming right back down here? No, you ain't accepted. I'm going to send you right back down here. This time you might be born in Africa with AIDS. This time your parents might touch on you or molest you. This time you might not have no resources to survive. This time you might be in a third world country. Matter of fact, this time you might be one of them kids in Israel believing in fake Jesus and getting blown up. Because that's how evil works. You can't hide from it. You don't get to pick and choose. You can be born into it. You know how many people born with an unfair advantage? You ask yourself, why? Why do I look the way I look? Why do I look the way I look? Why am I 6 feet tall? Why was I born with all of my legs and my hands and my fingers and everything? Why is there nothing wrong with me? Like, not only that, how come I didn't lose my life by now? You see what I'm saying? Why didn't I lose my life by now? Why didn't I lose my legs, my eyesight? You see what I'm saying? Why didn't I lose my entire family? Why didn't I crash in a plane? You see what I'm saying? You ask yourself. This world is definitely evil if you think about all of the stuff that's happening to people. And so you realize, like, damn, the reason why the world is really fucked up is because it's random. They say it's God's plan. Oh, it was your time. Or somebody survived something fatal, and they say, or near fatal, and they say, I got more stuff to do. It just wasn't my time. But it was the little kid's time, though, huh? What the stuff that people say, man, the reason why the world is so fucked up is because God has nothing to do with our affairs. God is not controlling and watching nothing. But people at the same time think that blessings are real. I'm blessed and highly favored. Won't he do it? God looking after me. That's what. Perfect example. Ryan Garcia said, I'm blessed and favored. That's why he won, I guess he said. He said, God, I'm favored by God, and people be speaking about Jesus and they think the shit is real. Man, like I said, they believe in Jesus more than anybody in Israel. Those kids are being blown up to pieces. So if God was going to ever step in and give anybody anything, why wouldn't it be that? Why would it be for you to get a new Bentley? Because you care about material bullshit. Even though you can make that happen yourself. Why would God give us this petty shit when it's not stepping in for stuff that actually matter? See what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. But we got to tell ourselves this stuff to feel better at night. We need that hope that something gonna change. God gonna bless me. One day I was in a store with this lady. She was looking kind of rough. And she was like, oh, I know it's a blessing somewhere. I'm gonna hit this lottery. And I didn't try to kill her hope, so I ain't say nothing. But I'm like, man, it's just fucked up. Because I could turn on the news and I'm seeing kids being touched on at school. It's a mass shooting every week. In Russia, they just unalive 130 people just going to a concert trying to enjoy their life. And I'm just like, people over here thinking I'm finna get a blessing. I got to call back for a job. Won't he do it? You working for another human to pay for stuff that God don't charge you for. And you think that God just stepped in to bless you? Come on, man. This shit is crazy. That's why the world is so fucked up. Because people are so afraid of God. that people like me, they be like, man, you better repent, forgive him, God. He doesn't know what he's doing. Well, I mean, if I was doing anything bad, I would be in jail right now. And that's why I love the real world. Because in the real world, you know, we don't believe in hell. We believe in jail, motherfucker. And in the real world, the government know that hell ain't real. That's why they like, nah, we're going to lock them up now. You think they going to die and go to hell too? No, that's not real. God don't do evil shit just because we do it. And that's what people don't get. God is good all the time. That means it don't take breaks for evil. So if God is really sending people to hell, that motherfucker would never be good. They talking about it's good all the time though. It's a lie. God is not sending people to hell, man. That's our shit. We send people to jail. We tell ourselves that people can go to hell because we can't get justice for them on earth. Well, Hitler went to hell. He's burning right now. Come on, yeah. Hitler created hell. He ain't go nowhere. That motherfucker resting in peace. With no thoughts, no nothing. No remorse because he don't need to have it, nothing. But people don't get it. They so brainwashed. You gonna regret it one day. Yeah, okay. I'm scared like a motherfucker. Shit is so stupid. I ain't scared of no punk ass God. And the reason I say that is because I know the one I'm talking about ain't the real one. I almost want to come up with a different name. So we say the universal God. When I say the universal God, that's what I'm talking about, the real one. The one that's the creator of the universe. Not none that look like little fucking human. The fuck out of here. They want y'all to believe that God is a human. If it was, and then they say, well, we started off as a little molecule. Whatever, that's God then, motherfucker. It's the last thing that evolved the human. Get the fuck out of here. No, it's not. God, if God was anything like humans, they would have never did what they did to take over. You slaughter people and you enslave people to take over land that God created. The fuck? God is a human, so why you over here taking over land? For what? Why you need to take it over unless it's not yours? See what I'm saying? You wanted people who was living comfortably to move. Europeans could have stayed their ass in Europe. All of these motherfuckers, the Spaniards could have stayed their ass in Spain. These motherfuckers wanted to take shit over. It's fucking crazy how they went out of their way. And people don't even realize, man, Spain, they do speak Spanish, but people don't even realize those is fucking white people. Those are not the same as Mexicans. They not the same as Cubans and Puerto Ricans. Those are not the same people. They look different, everything. They basically Europeans. And people don't realize that Spain and England took over most of the world. They damn near cousins. They damn near just the same Europeans who just split up. Like, you know what? Some of us gonna go here, some of us are gonna go there. That's why they Spanish is different. I want y'all to know something, man. These people out here got us confused as hell. They slaved the entire world and talking about, you better put God first. They talk about Allah. You know, them Muslims, I'm scared of them motherfuckers. They stay there and say, y'all, wait, stay away from me. It's better than the black people. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Hey, I ain't trying to hear that. I don't know which one you believe in. The one that got people put on a suicide vest? I don't know. I don't know. I got to read the guidelines because, you know, they be tripping about certain shit you say. They say, the Muslims are like, Allah, all praise to this nigga. No, hell no. I don't know which one you believe in. Apparently, Allah got a twin brother. Motherfucker, what they call them, the terrorists, the Taliban. I mean, we at a point now, shit, I know the Taliban is fucked up, but I don't even know the real truth no more. This shit is all messed up. Like 9/11, they were saying how the government did that shit because they wanted an excuse to take over some shit. I would not be surprised. I don't put it past them no more. And people be like, why would the government do that? Why would they wouldn't do that? I don't doubt it, because they making us pay for stuff that God don't charge us for, and the prices keep going up. People living check to check. This country is racist to black people, never paid for it, never put in a bill to protect black people, still to this day. You motherfucker, I wouldn't put nothing past nobody. And that's just what it is. Man, the people don't like the truth, but the truth is real, motherfucker. Talking about some Jesus, we gonna always denounce that bullshit. God, look, I just rolled past the church right now. I never stepped foot in that motherfucker again. Last time I went in there, it was a funeral, my brother's funeral. I ain't even stay in there trying to hear that bullshit. I'm too woke now. I'm looking at this shit like these motherfuckers in here crying and shit. And I feel how y'all feel, but come on, man. Y'all knew this was gonna happen. Y'all knew this the world we live in. I'm not crying. I'm sorry, I'm not. Because you really just feeling bad for yourself. I'm not finna act like we don't know what we up against. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? I might cry when people not dying. See what I'm saying? Like, I might cry randomly. I was about to cry the other day because I gave some animals some food out of the store. It was a bigger cat, not like a bigger cat, but like a younger adult cat, and it was a baby cat. That shit just made me almost cry. I'm just thinking like, that shit is crazy. Like these cats out here ain't got no food, but the food is in nature. You go to the store, all they food on the shelf. Why is it there? See what I'm saying? They don't have no resources because the governments and the city, they keep taking more and more and more. More and more. These animals got to cross the roads. They getting ran over and shit because that's where the food is. Like I was saying before, they say why the chicken crossed the road. The chicken was already going to cross this motherfucker. You just built the road there. Wherever the chicken was going, it was going. You just keep building roads, so the chicken going to keep crossing the road. Nobody don't know that, though. Nobody don't know what that joke really mean. It's not even a joke. That's why it's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Like, what's the end to it? You can tell the truth. The chicken crossed the road because you built the fucking road. These motherfuckers, they lost the navigation. They know where they supposed to go before. Where I was from, they had a lot of deers. Them motherfuckers be getting hit all the time because they keep building roads. But like I said, man, I'm definitely gonna try to get back on here tonight because this shit's starting to get real. And it ain't been nobody on this motherfucker live. Shout out to EJ, the only person that been on here. EJ Valid, for real. Shout out to you. Keep going on here live. I'm gonna remember you for real, because this is some day one type shit. Because I got 40K people on TikTok that haven't found their way over here because, you know, they probably stuck on that shit, brainwashed. But we gonna eventually move over. Eventually I'm gonna have to just say, fuck it. I'm gonna just post videos and just leave. I'm not even gonna check the notifications and read the comments no more. Because this where it's at. This is where I get my real platform. They finna ban TikTok in about a year. So I'm finna be grinding on this motherfucker the entire time. I need y'all to tag whoever you can, subscribe to the YouTube Planet Reality.